Steve Dahl versus the Mauler.
With 2015 eyes, even not knowing what was going to happen, given the talent in the ring, there should have been a clear setup that it was an angle coming. However, upon saying that, later on in the show, they did in fact have a match with Hard Work Bobby Walker against Brad Armstrong, which was in fact just a fucking match.
Yeah. So Steve Dahl, Pacific Northwest Wrestling legend, versus Mauler, who was Mike Enos from the Destruction Crew and the Beverly Brothers, managed by Colonel Rob Parker for no reason. So two complete unknowns out here. I guess Enos was not that unknown to the audience, but they're just out there forever. Like, this match went through a commercial, and it was not very good. And they come back from commercial, and literally exactly as they come back from commercial, it's a wide camera shot, and there's a match going on. And in the background, down the stairs, who should come stomping out in a denim vest and matching jeans but Razor Ramon? And the crowd had no idea he was coming. They were not expecting this, and they didn't recognize it until after he had gone by. So you could actually watch as he passed down. You could watch the people row by row stand up to see what was going on. And he walked down. He walked out to ringside. The fans didn't know what was going on. The announcers had no idea what was going on. The wrestlers had no idea what was going on. And everything just stopped. The match just halted. The guys involved just left. And Razor Ramon gets in the ring for a promo. And he calls out Billionaire Ted and the Nacho Man and Scheme Gene. Calls Eric Bischoff a Ken doll lookalike and a Weatherman wannabe.
I thought Ken doll was blonde.
Brown hair, I think.
Is that what color yours was?
I'll find out here.
Yeah. So he promised a challenge later in the show. Said if WCW wanted a war, they were going to get one. And the crowd reaction here was surreal in that they didn't know what to make of it. They knew it was a big deal, but they didn't know if they should cheer this man, if they should boo him. Do we like WCW? Do I like this new guy? What's going on? And in hindsight, this was one of the 2 or 3 biggest moments of the Monday Night Wars ever. But at the time, or if you go back and watch it now, if you didn't know that, you would think it's a guy in jeans and a denim vest coming out and issuing a challenge. And then you would move on. You have no idea how historic this was.
Ken was blonde. It's number 1. Number 2, they always talk about a wrestler, head should turn in the airport. And you're always like, that's a bunch of horse shit. Well, here was Razor Ramon, in street clothes, mind you. And at the moment he stepped foot in that audience, he was not just a fan. Everyone was like, holy shit! Mm-hmm. And they all stood up on their feet and they freaked out, and he comes to the ring and he does his promo, which is noted. Per Scott Hall standards, this had to have been one of the worst promo of his career.
It's no good.
And he says his piece, and I cannot believe I didn't put this in Death of WCW. I should have watched this whole segment again before I wrote the book, but to me, the most amazing part of it was he comes out here, he delivers this landmark promo here, and the moment it's over, Tony Schiavone, the first thing out of his mouth after this amazing incident of a WWF superstar invading WCW Monday Nitro, his first big question is, quote, what about the match? Honest to God, that's the first fucking thing he said. WWF invaded WCW, and Tony Schiavone's big concern was who was going to fucking win, Steve Dahl versus the Mauler?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Watching this again, I just can't believe that WCW didn't think there was some kind of gimmick infringement when it was so massively obvious that he was doing Razor Ramon.
Yep.
The toothpick.
Well,
guys went back and forth and were largely the same all the time.
It was, yeah. Guys who've been around, I mean, unless you went to WWF at that time, when you changed territories, you didn't change your stuff.
Sure.
WWF would remake guys. They put
so
Dusty
it was
Rhodes and polka
WWF's
dots.
fault.
Yeah, but it was at the time a standard issue. Yeah. So anyway, true. So the announcers are wrapping up the show, and Razor appears at the house desk, and I swear to God, he cut the exact same promo he did earlier.
He did.
Yep.
He had a promo about how I forget the line because he fucked it up so many times. I don't even know what the correct line was, but it was something like, "You want a war? A war's coming." But instead he actually goes, "You want to go to war? You want a war? The war's coming." So he had to correct himself. He did the exact same thing the second time.
He kept saying, "We are taking over."
Yeah. Who's we?
Exactly.
I mean, it was very... I don't want to take too much away from it because it was legendary, but...
It doesn't mean it didn't suck.
It's funny in hindsight.
Yeah, it was really not a good promo. It was just a huge deal.
He wants a 3-on-3 match. Let's do it in the ring where it matters, he said. How ironic. Never say that in 2015. And then the show ended, and Heenan was just aghast as the show went off the air.
The announcers had no idea what to do.
It was... Hey, I'll give you this. It was a good cliffhanger. With
right,
him
yeah.
making the challenge. There's more guys coming. I want a match. And the show goes off the air, and you have to wait till next week to find out what happened. That was good. That was very